Okay, hello guys. Good morning. We meet again after just like what 2 days, 1 day plus, barely 48 hours. Okay, so hello guys. Happy Sunday. So what are we doing today? Okay, good morning everyone. I can see some faces that I've usually not seen before. Hello Kelvin and hello Ziyan. We have Ziyan and Ziyan. Okay. Anyway, hi guys. What are we doing today? Right, so for this chapter 9, right, I'm going to repeat the whole thing. Okay, not to say repeat lah, because some of you have not heard this before. I will repeat the whole thing and I will go to the exercise. And for your week 3 class, I will repeat the whole thing again and I will do other questions. Right, because many of you are not very familiar with this chapter. So I will try to pick some important points and I will go through them lah. The not important ones, I will kind of skip them. Okay, I'll just pick the important points. All right, so let's begin with okay, hang on guys, I have some people coming in. Okay, yes, hello. Yakit, is this how I say your name? Hello, Kaishin. Good morning. Okay, so let's begin with chapter 9. I'll repeat the whole thing as I said. Right, so let's begin with the spheres. We have 4 spheres in the world, okay, on this earth. So you are currently in the biosphere. Okay, when you see bio means living things. Okay, biosphere are all the living things. Atmosphere is the air. Okay, hydrosphere is the water. Geosphere is earth. Right, like I said this is like Avatar the airbender. You have airbender, you have waterbender, you have earthbender, and there's no fire here okay, so there's atmosphere. Yes, this already I know. Okay, late already, it's okay. So hey, why is everyone late? So okay, moving on. As I said, your atmosphere has 5 layers. You memorize this by trust me in exam. Okay. Hello, Yongyi. Good morning. Okay, trust me in exam. So you have troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, ionosphere, and exosphere. This class feels so quiet. Yeah lah, Sunday morning, man. Everyone is half awake because I am. Right. So troposphere is where you are right now. All the clouds are here. Okay, the only living space. And then between your troposphere and stratosphere, right? Can you see a U here? The U stands for UV. So who blocks your UV? Who blocks your UV? That's your ozone layer. You know ozone layer? You know ozone layer? The layer that blocks your 紫外线, blocks your UV, so that you don't get skin cancer. ST is stratosphere. This is where your plane flies. Okay. So mesosphere is the middle layer. We call it meso because meso means middle. This is where all your what do you call it? Your meteorites, okay, they burn off. Thermosphere, ionosphere, this is where your aurora happens. Exosphere is the outermost layer. This is where all your satellite flies. All right, nothing much to say here. Anyway, next is your ocean. You have your surface zone, midnight zone, and dark zone. Okay, pretty much all. Surface zone is where 90% of your living things are. Midnight zone, not much things here because there's no light here. Dark zone, there's almost close to zero, nothing here. Okay, so anyway, next is your water cycle. Right, guys, this water cycle, you learn this again in Form 2, and this is more of a common sense thing. So we have condensation, evaporation. Guys, you learned this in chapter 5. Okay, yes, Douglas, hello, good morning. Okay, so you have evaporation, you have condensation, and then you have rain. Okay, and then you have runoff, surface runoff. Okay, surface runoff is what's on the surface, and then you have groundwater. And the whole thing repeat again. Right, this is common sense. Okay, not so common if you are not very good in science. Right, so number 4, your earth layer. Okay, you have 4 layers in earth, on earth, in earth, okay, whatever. So you have the crust, okay, just like the pizza. If you eat pizza before, the outermost circle is called the crust. You are currently standing on the crust. Okay, I am anyway. Here we are. Okay, yes, we learned this in geography exactly. And then mantle, this is where all your lava is. Okay, lava or magma lah, depends whether it's out or not. And then you have your outer core and then your inner core. Right. Quick note, guys, your outer core, inner core, they are solid. Okay, they are solid, even though they are very hot. You might say, sir, shouldn't they be melted? Yes, they are, but under such huge pressure pressing on them, that's why they are still solid. All right. And extra info for you, your outer core and inner core generates what we call the Earth magnetic field. This protects you from the sun. Okay, anyway, this lithosphere and stenosphere, this thing is not very important lah. Just, look at them for fun. Right, so let's talk about rocks. This one is very important. I don't know whether you learn this in geography. So you have 3 types of rock. You have the baby rock, okay, you have the papa rock, and you have the grandpa rock. Okay, so baby is the igneous because they just form. Igneous rock, they form from fresh lava, right? They explode, they cool down, okay, then igneous. All right, so for example, you know what is obsidian? If you play Minecraft, you know lah, right? When lava, they touch water, you get obsidian because they are fresh. You don't see obsidian in Malaysia because we have no volcanoes here, right? Not fresh ones anyway. So you have your granite. Granite is the one you found in kitchen tabletop. That's your granite. So you see, they are from the cooling and freezing of magma. So that's why we call it baby rock, igneous. Very see them in Malaysia. Yeah, exactly. Because that would mean we have volcanoes, right? So why do we call it igneous? Think of it as ignite. You know what is ignite? 着火, because volcano is igniting, right? So next you have your sedimentary. Okay, so how does it turn into sedimentary? Because of weathering. Weathering is 风化. Indonesia, Indonesia they have. Yes, they do. Right, so you have your sedimentary. This is your weathering. Okay, you know what is weathering? Weathering is when you have rain and then you wash these things down, then they settle down, they press. Yes, then you have sedimentary. Okay. Yes, Katrina, good morning. Good morning. We're in chapter 9. Okay, you missed not much here. Okay, so sedimentary, they are formed from weathering and erosion. Guys, from igneous to sedimentary, it takes years. Years as in hundreds of thousands of years. It could be a million, right? Whenever you see sedimentary, they are older than humans, right? Hey, think about it. You know how long is 1 million years? Paleolithic was 200,000 years. This is 5 times longer. Think about it, it's freaking crazy. That means after all humans gone through, going from living in a cave into civilization, Tamadun. Hey, Tamadun is only 12,000 years, right? Around there. A rock is much longer. Okay, yes, dinosaur age, right? So then you have, you have fossils here. Okay, you have fossils here. You might say, question in exam they will ask, why are there fossils here? Because you have living things here. When they die, they go down, they sink together with the sand. All right, and then after pressing, then you have sedimentary rock. All right, so weathering and erosion. So example, limestone. What is a limestone? This is called batu kapur. You know, 石灰. You know, 石灰. This is your limestone. All right. Can you see they have layers? Lime is lemon. No. Lime is not lemon. Lime is 石灰. So can you see the layers? Can you see the layers? They are called sedimentary because they settle down layer by layer. Okay, they settle down layer by layer. So this is your papa rock. Okay, because they are quite old. Okay, they are quite old. And the next one, and they will become metamorphic. This is grandpa rock. The thing is very expensive. What thing? You mean metamorphic? You don't have the notes. Oh my god, you don't have the notes. Kashmina, I'll pass it to you on Thursday. Okay, you can look at my screen for now. I'll write down anything if you have to. Okay, I'm sorry, I haven't passed it to you yet. Okay, so metamorphic, as you can see here, wait, Kashmina, I think I passed it to you guys last Thursday, right? I gave you guys 2 copies, right? I think one of it was that one. I think, I'm not sure. Check whether the one. You don't have okay. For Kotak Governing ones, I think I haven't passed it to you yet for the physical ones lah. Okay, so just look at just copy down anything you need lah. Huh? You don't know if it's missing then you have to find it out. Right, so write things down if you have to. Okay, so metamorphic is the old one. Okay, really old one, metamorphic, okay, cause it's grandpa. So it's when igneous or sedimentary rock they are exposed to. Okay, guys, please highlight this. High temperature and pressure. Okay, high temperature and pressure. They will usually ask you this: how are rocks formed? Any rocks, they are under pressure and temperature. Yes, grandpa is the oldest one, right? So metamorphic, they are very hard to find because they are very deep inside. Okay, like for example, marble. Marble is a really cool one because limestone, when you press down some more, they will turn into this really pretty rock, which is marble. Okay, and they are really freaking expensive because they're very hard to find, and they have this very, very cool pattern to them. Ooh. Okay, diamond, diamond is not a rock. Okay, diamond is a mineral. Diamond is deep inside the mantle, and then they come out to the surface. Okay, anyway, so this is your marble. They look really cool, isn't it? Italian marble. Wow. This costs a lot of money. You want to flex, right? You want to flex how rich you are. Put everything in marble. Okay, put a freaking statue in marble right in front of your house. Then everyone know that you're freaking rich. And it screams, "Come rock me, please." Okay. So this is your rock cycle. And then metamorphic, older some more, and then they will die. Okay, it's like humans lah. When you're old, then you die. So after you die, what happens? You are reborn again as igneous. How much is marble? Depends on what grade and depends on the grade lah. Depends on the grade lah. Okay. I don't know. Okay, I don't have marble. Okay, don't ask me. Okay, marble sticker I can afford lah. Okay, so this thing will go on and on again, as you can see here. So magma and lava, they cool down, they become igneous, the baby rock, and then after weathering, they become papa. Okay, sorry, and then they become grandpa. Excuse me. Okay, so this is what happened. This is your rock cycle. Very important, guys. Very important. Okay, I'll say this again. Very important. So let's move on again. So processes on Earth. Right, you have all these processes on Earth. That means things that are happening on Earth. So you have 2 things. You have exogen. What does it mean by exo? Exo means outside. Okay, as you can see here, external. Okay, exo. And of course, you have endo. Endo means inside. Okay, so just think of enter. Okay, enter, as in endo. All right, so exo, you have 3 things here, 3 or 4, 4. Right, so you have weathering, like what we say here right just now. Okay, when you wash off your sedimentary, that is weathering. Okay, that is weathering. Weathering is very slow, guys. Weathering is very slow. Exam in January. Yeah, I know. Your exam should be in January, unless you're from Catholic. Okay, so weathering is when you wash off your rocks. Erosion is the same thing. Okay, erosion is the same thing. So they're basically the same thing lah. Weathering and erosion is the same thing. So you can draw an arrow here. Okay. Oh, by the way, in BM this is Lulu Howard, and this is Hakisan. Okay, same thing basically. And of course, transport and sedimentation. Sedimentary. Sedimentary. By the way, sediment in Mandarin is called 沉淀. When things sink to the bottom. When you have sand in water, they sink to the bottom. That is sedimentary. So transport and sedimentary is when you wash things away and they settle down. Okay, they settle down. So this happens first and this happens next. Right? So it's like a sequence thing. So mass depletion, mass and land depletion. This is called susutan jisim, susutan tanah, is when things move down because of gravity. Landslide, Tupeng, landslide. This is mass and land depletion. This happens to the soil, not the rock. Soil as in 泥土. Yes, tanah runtuh. Yes. Okay, so these are exogen. And then your endogen, this is what happens inside Earth. Everything is related to lava now. So you have mantle convection process. What is convection? Convection is the cycling. Okay, going up and down. So mantle, they do convection. Okay, this is what we call mantle convection process. And then you have magma activity. Okay, this is your, oh, by the way, what's the difference between magma and lava? Magma is inside. Okay, when they are in Earth, we call it magma. And when they come out, we call it lava. Okay, very easy to remember this. You know a lava cake, we call it magma cake because when you cut the lava cake, the chocolate cream just comes out, comes oozing out. That's lava. Yes, lava is when it's out, right? And of course, crust movement is when you have this thing called plate tectonics. Okay, when plate they move, okay, this mantle convection process will cause menyebabkan your earth crust movement. You see, when my lava moves, this thing will move. Okay, my crust will move, right? Because our earth crust is divided into this thing called the tectonic plates. Okay, we have 20 plates, okay, on this earth, as you can see here. Okay, we have 20 plates. Okay, we have 20 plates. We have the Eurasian plate, the African plate, North American plate, South American plate. We have all these plates here. So if you stay, okay, can you see the lines between the plates? Between the plates, you might say, sir, it's water. How can it be plates? Because take away the water, it's all earth, right? Imagine you take away all the ocean, you have plates, right? And right between the plates, it's what we call fault lines. Okay, fault lines, right? If you stay right on the line, congratulations, you will have earthquake, you will have volcano, you have things like that. Can you see Indonesia? They are right on the line. Okay, Indonesia, they are right on the line. Malaysia, can you see Malaysia? We avoid the line just nicely. You see, the line surrounds us. That's why we don't get earthquake. Yes, the fault line. We don't get earthquake. We don't get volcanoes. Nothing. Australia, they also kind of avoid it. So that's why you see the line cross Japan just nicely. If you see where Japan is, that's why Japan gets earthquake. Okay, Taiwan also. So we avoid everything just nicely. So can you see that we are very lucky? Okay, we are pretty damn lucky. That's why we don't get we are even shielded from all these volcanoes and typhoons and whatever it is, right? Malaysia has no disaster besides corruption. Okay, corruption is the biggest disaster. Our flood is nothing one. You see, with Malaysia, a bit wind. You see, when we have slightly heavier rainstorm, the roof gonna blow out. We're like, oh my god, bad weather. The Japanese be like, huh, that's cute. That's cute. They have earthquakes leh. Okay, our earthquake is nothing one. Ours is not an earthquake. Ours is called an aftershock. Okay. If Sabah can feel something, Indonesia already dead. Okay. So we are like a bit, we scared here, scared there. Chill lah. Indonesia also haven't make noise. Indonesians be like, first time? You know the meme? First time? We're like, oh my god, so scared. So weak. Indonesians, they don't know how many earthquakes already. Yes, of course, killed a lot of people already. We have no tsunami, nothing. So consider yourself lucky. So this is your plate tectonics. And have you heard of the San Andreas fault line? Yes, the San Andreas fault line. They say this thing anytime, this is right next to California. Okay, and they say according to prediction they say this can move anytime. They are due for movement for like 50 something years. All right, anytime when they move, California will have a massive earthquake. Okay, 会发生地震不会 Okay, is that I don't know, is that no there's a movie called San Andreas one, not GTA Okay, San Andreas. Are there the Rock movie lah? I don't know, it's a shitty movie. If you believe in it. Okay, anyway, so that's your endogen lah, your endogen. So everything that happens to Earth. Okay, very easy. So I'll just leave it up to you to memorize. Okay, geohazard. Okay, whenever it's hazard, that means danger lah. So geohazard, that means something to do with Earth. Okay, this one very easy. That means every disaster that's happening on Earth, right? Volcanism, that means volcano lah. Earthquake, gempa bumi. When you have tectonic plates movement. Okay, tsunami. Usually after earthquake, you have tsunami. Okay, that's nothing. We have nothing like this here. Okay, and then of course landslide. Okay, this one Malaysia got lah. Usually due to development. You go Penang, this thing got. Okay, because they develop things too quickly, and then shit happens, then the thing comes sliding down, and yay, landslide. Okay, pretty much it. And of course, acid rain. This one Malaysia also got. When you have factories, and global warming is everywhere lah. Okay, global warming, which leads to the El Nino effect. Okay, El Nino. You know El Nino? Okay, you know El Nino. It's not El Nino, it's Nino. Because Nino means boy in Spanish. Okay, and of course you have La Nina. Okay, La Nina, that means the girl. All right. El Nino is blowing to Brazil side. La Nina means they blow back. So El Nino happens when it happens. Malaysia is hot as shit. You know, when Chinese New Year around March that time, Malaysia is very hot, right? El Nino. And right now, Malaysia keeps raining. That was La Nina. So it goes both ways. We don't get a tsunami. That is if you're building in Tahan. Okay. So anyway, quicksand. This one nothing much to say here. I mean, if you watch cartoon, you just keep sinking, okay, as you watch it in cartoon. Okay, sinkhole. This happens when you have a space under Earth, and then when you do development, and then suddenly things sinks down. This is what we call a sinkhole. All right. I've seen it once. Yeah, I've seen it once due to development also. This is your sinkhole. Right. So how do we solve this problem using technology? Right. Landslide, you have something called landslide detector. And tsunami, you have something called tsunami detector. Oh, guys, Japan, they are very good with this. Okay, Japan, they're very good with this because around Japan coastline, right, they have something called a tsunami buoy. As they detect this thing go up and down very massively, they know tsunami is coming. So they will send a signal to the satellite, and the satellite will send it to the operation center, and they will evacuate. All right. Japanese, they will not die from tsunami. Okay, this is the contrary from, you know, the Aceh tsunami. Okay, I bet many of you don't know this lah. Aceh tsunami. I remember this very well because it happened on Boxing Day. It happened on Boxing Day. You know what's Boxing Day? 26th of December. Yeah, this is 04, right? Okay, and as you can see, okay, that time, Indonesia, they have no such technology, no tsunami detector whatsoever. Okay, Japan have come. It's not so bad lah. Okay, hey, this thing, it was really serious. Even my grandma in Penang, her kampung got flooded. All right. Penang, I think 2 people died. Okay, it was pretty serious. Okay, you see how many people it killed. Okay, wow, 227,000. Right, this was pretty damn serious, right? You see, because Indonesia, they don't have the tsunami detector. So when the thing comes, when the thing when you see the tsunami is really right in front of you, so you pray for your mercy, lor. So you see, in Malaysia, we are lucky. Hey, you see how tall is the wave? 15 to 30 meter. You know how tall is that? Imagine this, 3 meter is 1 story. Okay, so 30 meter is like a freaking 10-story tall building right in front of you. That's how tall the wave is. Right, Lord have mercy, right in front of you. Okay, so this is your geo. Okay, so what are the impacts of geohazard? Okay, loss of human life, you die, destruction, economic loss, social emotional trauma, danger to your health, limit food supply. Okay, like in Haiti, you know Haiti is where is a country nearby the America. Okay, so after the tsunami, they couldn't recover. and they have food shortage problem. Yes, like an apartment. Chile or Panama? I think so. I forgot. All right. Anyway, so destruction, basically destruction. Okay. So anyway, age of Earth, guys. This one, don't pay attention, don't pay attention, As you can see here, our Earth, is quite old. Okay, not as in old, as in for us it's quite old. 9.1, okay, cool. All right. So anyway, we have the Cenozoic era. Okay, we start from this era first, we call it Precambrian. 4,500 million years ago. Okay, MYA is in millions. Okay, it's so big that you cannot even comprehend, isn't it? So Precambrian, this is where things are still very small. All right, and then you have Paleozoic. And then you have Paleozoic. Paleo means old. Sorry, Wait, shut up, Kenna. Okay, sorry. Okay, so you have paleo. Paleo means old. Do you know what is Paleolithic? Paleo means old. Okay, so paleo, you have all these things called periods. Okay, periods because hey, you see, one period is 50 million years old. 50 million. You know how much is 50 million? You know how much is 50 million? Right. You see, humans, we haven't even exist for 1 million years. Paleolithic was 200,000 years ago. You imagine 50. Okay, imagine 50. So all these don't, okay, guys, don't memorize. Don't memorize. This is not coming out for exam. Usually don't come out. I mean, if it comes out, you can kind of ask your teacher to go to hell because even she cannot answer. Right? If you ask me, sir, what's the Carboniferous era? I will say, no freaking idea. Right? I'm not a what do you call it? Archaeologist or something. And I don't care. Right? This is where the first reptiles comes out. Okay. And can you see something really familiar? Well, Jurassic, right? Jurassic, right? So Jurassic is where all the dinosaurs happen. Yes, the Jurassic Park, okay, Jurassic era. Okay, so guys, let me tell you something. Contrary to popular belief, okay, T-Rex, you know what era they are from? You know what era they are from? They are from the late Cretaceous era. They are not from Jurassic. So if you were to time travel back to the Jurassic era, you'll see, hey, where's my buddy T-Rex at? They are not there, right? Your T-Rex is here. Okay, your T-Rex is here. Okay, yes, Jurassic is the Stegosaurus. Okay, so guys, Stegosaurus is here. Stegosaurus is here. That means, okay, human is here, right? Human is here. That means T-Rex is closer to human than to Stegosaurus. Mind blown, isn't it? So if you ask T-Rex, hey, Mr. T-Rex, do you know Stegosaurus? And your T-Rex will tell, no, never seen one before. You know Stegosaurus, Ayo, Stegosaurus, this one, okay? So they don't know each other, right? So you don't think that you go back to you know, Jurassic era, you see T-Rex, T-Rex is not there. Okay, T-Rex is still alive. Why? Why do you want them to be alive? I mean, they're like the stupidest thing ever. Okay, yeah, sure, they look very, very intimidating. You're scaring no one with that arm, okay? So lame. You see, someone skipped arm day. Gotta do those curls, bro. Okay, no bicep, no tricep. Right? You're scaring no one with the arm, bro. Okay. Anyway, so they should. T-Rex, okay. Right. Rexy. Okay. In a more cutie way, we call it Rexy. Okay, guys. Let me have my breakfast. Sorry, I'm very hungry right now. Okay. Anyway. Oh, this is your T-Rex, This is your T-Rex. Okay, so you're here in the Cretaceous era. Right? Yeah, I have breakfast. Okay, guys, just to let you know something. Back in the Jurassic era, the air oxygen. Okay, remember how much oxygen is in the air? Remember how much oxygen is in the air? Okay. Yeah, here right now is 21%. Remember, you learned this in chapter 7. Okay, back then it was 30. I think I told this. Okay, so spider was this big. Cockroaches were this big. Okay, yes, cockroaches exist back then. So cockroaches were this big. So imagine if a cockroach were to climb to a house, it looks this big. Lord have mercy. Am I right? Hey, this size, you're already screaming your lungs out. Okay, I am. Anyway, okay, imagine this. I'll freaking shit my pants, okay? If it starts flying, I'll be dead, right? Anyway, so okay, so what is fossil? Okay, fossil is dead animals. Okay, dead animals, dead plants, dead things, dead living things. So plants, animal, insects, when they die, they will become fossil. So they have two types of fossil. You have body fossil and trace fossil. Okay, this part are not really coming on an exam. Okay, so body fossil is when you have actual body. Okay, like when you find dinosaur bone, that is a body fossil. Right? When you see shells, that is a body fossil. Trace fossil is when what things they do, like you see their footprints. That is a trace fossil, right? Their burrows, their borings, and boring is a hole. Okay, so what is fossil for? Okay, you might say, sir, how do they know all these things? Very easy. They just look at the layers. Okay, they just look at the layers. They just look at the fossil, right? And this thing is like a puzzle. Okay, think of it, guys. This thing is like a puzzle. They have to piece everything together, right? Because this is like, zaman pra sejarah. I know your hate sejarah lah. Okay, like zaman pra sejarah. Before tamadun, before civilization, where we go okay, where we go we cannot write. Okay, so how do people figure? How do the historians they figure out? Back then it's called Paleolithic. They use stones, fossils Okay, fossils this is what happened. Okay, so they can record. So this fossil they tell you a lot of stories. You can piece everything together. Okay, so anyway, the last one, Earth resources and applied geology. Geology is a lot like geography. So you have your surface water, okay, water on the surface. You have groundwater. Your mineral water is from here. Your mineral water is from here. So who is actually cleaner? Underground water is safer to drink because it's after layers of sand. They are actually filtered. Unless you have pollution, okay, you have chemical fertilizer and you have leaching. What is leaching? Leaching means it goes into the water. Then your water it will be polluted, right? But surface water will be more polluted than underground water. Okay, that's my point. Right, so economic minerals, you will learn this in Form 3. All these you can earn money from, right? You have tin ore. You know it's tin ore, guys. You know it's tin ore. The British came here for this, Biji Timah. You learn this, okay? So non-metallic. So I want you to focus on this. I want to focus on this. This is your fossil fuel. Okay, fossil fuel. So what is fossil fuel? Right. So fossil fuel has three. Okay, pay attention here. Fossil fuel has three. It has your coal. Coal is your arang batu. You have your natural gas, the gas your mom used for cooking, and petroleum. Okay, petroleum. Okay, guys, petroleum is not the petrol you put in your car. Wrong. Petroleum has many parts in it. Petrol, the one you put in your car is just one. And then you have diesel, you have naphtha, you have jet fuel. You know jet fuel, the one they put in planes. Okay, planes they use different fuel. Diesel is used by your lorry, as you know. Petrol is used by our car. So all three they come from petroleum. Inside petroleum has like 7 parts. Yes. Okay. Anyway, so what are they from? Right. First of all, petroleum and natural gas they are together. They are together because usually when you find petroleum underground, usually natural gas is up there. Because, okay, guys, natural gas is evaporated petroleum. When petroleum they evaporate, that's called natural gas. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. If you take your petrol and you evaporate it, it's the same as cooking gas. If you put jet fuel in your car will break. Your car will break down. You try and put diesel in your car, see? If your car doesn't run on diesel, you put diesel, your car will freaking break down. You know why? You know how I know? Because one of my mom's friends, she did exactly this. Don't be stupid, okay, don't do that, your car will break. Okay, so anyway, what happens? Okay, petroleum and natural gas, they are from aquatic plant in the ocean. Okay, all your petroleum, they come from sea animals. All right, that's why most petroleum, you get it from the sea, right? Okay, good question. What is 95, 97, 98? 95 this is the purity. We call it the RON rating. The higher the number, the purer the petroleum. Of course, you have RON 100 lah. This is for supercar one. If you drive a Ferrari, then you pump RON 100. You poor people like me, I put 95 one. Any of you put 97 in your car? Your dad. Okay, very easy to tell one. 95 is the yellow color gun, and then 97 is the green one. Well, sometimes wow, we hear you T20 I B40 I cannot afford one. Yeah, full tank lah, of course. Okay, anyway, so okay, let's continue. So you see, most petroleum, they are from the ocean. They are from the ocean. That's why you only see oil rigs in the middle of the ocean. Oh, your father put 97. Wow, so rich, yo. Okay, so have you seen an oil rig before? Have you seen an oil rig before? See, oil platform. You see, they're usually in right smack in the ocean, right? They're right in the ocean. You might say, why Iraq got petrol? Okay, you might say, sir, if you go to Texas, sorry, wrong spelling. Okay, you must go to, if you go to Texas, you will see oil field there. You might say, hey, sir, you lied to me, you see? Why they get petroleum from ground one? Where is the ocean? This used to be an ocean. Right? Places that you can find petroleum, they used to be ocean. I mean, they might be ocean today, they might be not, but last time they used to be an ocean there. So they get it from the ground and say, so you see, no petrol here. I mean, no ocean here. Used to be ocean, right? Okay. So anyway, they are dead aquatic plants and animals in the ocean, maybe hundreds of millions of years ago. And then when they die, okay, they sink to the bottom, and then they're pressed. Okay. Two factors to turn this into this. Okay, remember, you have to know heat and pressure. After millions of years of heat and pressure, press, and then down there, there's the volcano, there's the magma. Okay, this thing will heat this thing up and it will turn into petrol. Right? So if your country has petroleum and natural gas, then your country will be very rich. Because everything runs. Okay, guys, you have to know our energy demand today, okay, what do we use energy for? We use energy for transport, okay, for electricity. Guys, the electricity you use right now, most of it comes from fossil fuel. Do you know that? Do you know that? You might say, hey, sir, got hydroelectric, got windmill, No. Most of it, they come from petroleum and natural gas. Then, of course, coal, right? Do you know how many percent we depend on fossil fuel? Do you know how many percent? We are 80% dependent on it. That's a lot. That's a lot. If there's no more fossil fuel today, if there's no more fossil fuel, we lost 80% of our energy. We will lose 80%. So basically, the world will stop running. The world will stop running. You will run out of electricity. Your transport cannot run. 80%. That's a lot of energy, right? So coal, they are from land. Okay, coal, they are from land. Just now I said petroleum and natural gas, they're from the sea, right? They're from the ocean, right? Now this is from the land. Okay, this is from land, right? Same thing happens. Okay, plants, they die. Years and years of pressure and heat, they turn into coal, right? China, they use a lot of this electric car. Even if you buy a Tesla, you buy an electric car, you still need to burn coal to charge it, which is kind of pointless, right? So of course, this hydrothermal basically is when you heat water shoots out. You use this thing to generate electricity. Okay, our country don't have this lah. Only volcanic countries like, I think Iceland, they use this. Finland, Iceland, they use this. Okay. Oh yeah, BYD, they released a new car, right? I think it's really cool. Right, so negative activities of human, I think you learn this in geography lah. Okay, deforestation, penyahutanan, agriculture, industrialization, open burning, so it will cause erosion, flash flood. Extinction of flora and fauna, walao, you see this in geography like all the time. Okay, pollution, global warming. Right? Yeah, the China one. The China one. It's really cool, eh? It's really cool, eh? I mean, BYD is a very established Chinese company. Okay, anyway, so that's it for this chapter. Huh? I only focus on the important ones because I don't want to waste time talking about other points. Right? I think I pretty much covered everything. So let's go to our exercise, shall we? Oh shoot, where's my exercise? Oh, right, it's right here. Then good luck to you, lor. Good luck to you. Wow, you really want to give up geography, Why leh? Why leh? Then sejarah. Hey guys, geography and sejarah, which one do you hate more? It's like choosing between dog shit and cow shit, isn't it? Equally shit. So which is shittier? Sejarah. Why is everyone sejarah? Oh my god. For me, geography is worse. I freaking love sejarah. I freaking hate geography. Geography is the worst shit ever. Okay, anyway, so let's do. Okay, we start from the bottom, shall we? I know it sounds stupid lah. We start from the bottom. Okay, we start from the bottom because the upper ones are our week 3 lesson. I will start from the upper one. Okay, so let's start from question 15. Sejarah is the most shit. Okay. Sejarah is storytelling. What? How is this shit? Okay, so 15. You have your animals, and then they die. They become your trapped oil. This is your petroleum. Okay. Hey, Malaysia. You might say, sir, Malaysia very rich, man. Malaysia got a lot of petrol. Malaysia very rich, man. Malaysia is very rich. Okay. After all this corruption, Najib stealing our money, things like that, we are still here today. You think other countries can stand all these things? No. Right? But which is a shame. You see, Singapore has not one drop of petrol. They are richer than us. Okay? This is like that hardworking kid in your school. He does no tuition, nothing. He is the top scorer in your school. And then us, we are like the rich kid. We have the best tuition, the best teacher, the best of everything. We still suck at our exam. Okay. So sad, isn't it? Yeah, the one currency is nothing to do with it. Okay, so high temperature and pressure decompose the remaining living things to produce petroleum. Okay, yes, it is. Oh, so they want 1, 2, 3. Sorry, they want the sequence. So, we start from here first. Dead sea animals and plants were buried under mud and sand. Okay, and then after you have high pressure and temperature, they press them for millions of years, and then you have petroleum and natural gas. Okay, so compare and contrast, right? Like I said before, okay, yes, thank you, 200, yes, that's the answer. Okay, so when you see compare and contrast, like I said, this is called bandingkan dan samakan. That means you need one similarity and you need one difference. All right, so 3 marks here. You can give 2 similarity and 1 difference, or 1 similarity and 2 differences. Up to you. I'm just gonna say 2 similarity lah. Persamaan. They are both underground. Okay, they are both from underground. Dari bawah tanah. Okay, they're both from underground. They are from dead organisms. From dead organisms. Organisma mati. Wow, good for you lah. Which part of Australia? Sydney Sydney or Melbourne? Oh, Melbourne. Okay. Cool. Melbourne is like the southeast part of Australia. That's really cool. You go before. It's all Chinese one. Melbourne is like another you go Melbourne, you see on the street everywhere, hey, why Chinese here, Chinese there one? and you will say, walao, most maybe out of 10, 2 can understand because they are Malaysians. I don't understand why you go, Malaysians, we love Australia. You go there, you mostly find Malaysians there one. Going anywhere, I don't know yet. I don't know yet because I have a lot of movies I haven't watched. So I might not go anywhere. Okay, anyway, so our difference, what's the perbezaan? I'm just gonna say beza here. You can say petroleum is from the ocean, dari laut, and coal, arang batu, this is from land, darat. Guys, this is very dirty to burn. Oh, you got a caravan? Okay, cool. Torontos have Malaysians. No, Torontos have honkies. Okay, you see Hong Kong people, they freaking love Canada one. You go Toronto, you go Vancouver, you hear honkies, you see honkies everywhere. Oh, they are uni. Okay, okay. Yame? Is it? No lah, more honkies lah. More honkies. Okay lah, Toronto is okay lah because Toronto is near to New York ma. You go Vancouver and see, Vancouver is all honkies. Okay, anyway, guys, by the way, coal is very dirty to burn. China, they get most of their electricity from coal. That's why, I think I told this before. That's why, oh, by the way, when you burn coal, right, you produce a lot of haze. That's why in Beijing, whenever winter comes, you see this shit. Every winter, for 3 months of winter, you get this shit, right? Because, like I said, every household have to switch on heater because your house is very cold. You have to switch on heater. If everyone switches on heater, the power plant needs to burn more coal because everyone needs electricity, right? So you get this. 3 months. 3 months, we get this in Malaysia for like 1 week. You're screaming already, oh my God, clean air, please. Now, China is like, hiya, so weak. We get this 3 months, leh. You want lung cancer? You move to China. Awesome. You see, even the Forbidden City, the Zijingchen, you see no shit. Okay, my friend went there. Okay, I say, hey, why you didn't take picture one? Why you didn't take picture one? Of course, cannot see anything. Awesome. Okay, so see, I explained briefly the formation of coal. I'm not gonna So you have dead. First point, dead organisms millions of years ago. Okay, and then they die under millions of years of heat and pressure, guys. Heat and pressure is our main point. Haba dan tekanan. Years and years of haba dan tekanan, and they turn into coal. Right? Right. So very good, no school. Okay, so 16. Natural resources on Earth consist of petroleum, coal, and hydrothermal. Geothermal. What is geothermal? What is hydrothermal energy? It is water underground. Water underground heated by magma. Okay, like I said, we don't have this. If any country with hot spring, they have this. Okay, unfortunately, we don't. Or should I say fortunately? Okay, you go Japan, it's tons of it. And next year you start lor. Okay, air bawah tanah dipanaskan oleh magma. Okay, what is the use of energy? This is to generate electricity. Hey guys, I'm trying to cover as much exercise as I can, so I'm writing very fast here. So my handwriting is a little bit sorry. Sorry, not sorry, okay? Our last question, Evan, okay. I'm just writing the main point, okay, the rest you fill in yourself. Oh, and if you need the answer, please get it from me. Okay, come WhatsApp me or I'll put it in Google Classroom. So please check the answer there. So, Malaysia, we got hot spring. How are hot spring formed? Like I said, underground water heated by magma. Okay, same thing. Can hot water be used to generate electricity? Yes, because it contains energy. Okay, blah, blah, blah. You know what? We skip this. Okay, we go ahead. or should I say we go up? Okay, so this is surface water. Explain the formation of surface water. Okay, how is surface water formed? Must read geography on the pen. Okay, so how is this formed? Most of the surface water, they come from rain. Okay, it's here. I see rainfall. Okay, rainfall. They didn't really mention here, but it's mostly due to rainfall. Okay, hujan. And then rainfall, you can say they accumulate. Okay, they berkumpul or bertakung. When they accumulate, you have lakes, you have ponds, you have ocean. Okay, when they collect. So two examples of surface water, okay, like I said, you have your lakes, okay, lakes, your tasik, and you have your ocean, your laut, river, streams. What else do you have? So figure it out. Yes, okay. Explain two uses of surface water to individual to country. Okay, so what is river for? Okay, guys, if you notice, most civilization they start from rivers. Okay, like us Chinese, we come from Huanghe. Okay, come from Huanghe, and then of course, in Indus Valley, you have the Indus River, and then you have Tigris in Euphrates. Okay, Tigris and Euphrates. That's where the Mesopotamians are from. Yes. Okay, semua makanan. Sejarah. Okay, sejarah again. So this is a source of food. Okay, semua makanan. Okay, for irrigation, for washing, to wet the farmlands. Yes, tanah yang subur. Right. So what is it good for country? Surface water. You can see it's tourism. Okay, pelancongan. For transport also can. Oh, to generate electricity. You know, hydroelectric. Yes, yes. Menjana kuasa hydroelectric. Yes, I accept. Any answers that make sense? All right. So well water is your groundwater. Oh, hey, my grandma's house used to have this. Wow, shit, that's old. Right. So important people in the past, the use of well water reduces with the presence of pipeline that delivers clean water to almost all populated areas. So underground water has more quality than surface water. Like I said, why is groundwater cleaner? Because you have filtration from the sand. Okay, you have layers and layers of sand up there, and they filter the water, and it's not exposed to, you know, any acid or whatever on the surface. Okay, they're protected underground. So, you know, mineral water, all mineral water, they come from underground. Okay, so it has more because of the filtration. Okay, filtration from sand above. Okay, this is called penurasan. Penurasan oleh pasir. It is not exposed to pollutants. Tidak terdedah. It is not open. What is false labeling went out of control? This one, then I don't know, right? But guys, groundwater should be pretty safe to drink. Okay, underground water should be pretty safe to drink, unless there's a battery plant nearby, then I guess you'll die. Right, so underground water can also be polluted. Some cause of underground water pollution. Okay, this is, you can say, leaching. Okay, I don't know what's leaching called in BM. Okay, basically, okay, when you have fertilizer on farmlands, when they seep into the ground, that's what we call leaching. Yeah. My dead body or rubbish, that's how you get leaching up. So one example of underground water that has become our drinking water, you have aquifer. Okay, you know what's aquifer? Aquifer is when you have these small bags of space underground. This is what we call an aquifer. Oh, here. Okay, there's an aquifer. Usually we get our drinking water there. Okay, aquifer. So Uncle Yatim is a farmer. Advise him not to spray excess pesticide excessively. Why? Because of leaching. It might leach. Okay, so the pesticide will pollute the water. Okay, guys, I'm writing simple answers because I want to cover as many questions as I can. Okay, so I hope you guys are okay. Okay, so hey, why water again? Okay, we skip this. Okay, this one I'm not doing because an exam is very seldom coming out. Listen, seldom not necessarily if this thing comes out, don't blame me because usually you don't see this exam. Usually, house tour vlog my house very small. I think you say, hey, you thought I'm those rich YouTuber? Sorry, I'm not. Okay, so this is a geo disaster, geohazard. Geohazard are not geo disaster. Okay, this is a landslide. So what is this? This is called your landslide. Okay, Tanah Runtuh. Laughing at this error. I mean, you can call it geo disaster too. Right. 3 examples of geo disaster. You have your volcanism, volcanisma in BM with an E. You have tsunami, okay, tsunami, earthquake, gempa bumi. So many things, okay, whatever lah. Traffic confusion, okay. Why? Because you're very excited, is it? Or want to rush to airport? Okay, so so many lah. You have acid rain, global warming. We got 5. Okay. Okay, ma. You usually go to what time is your flight? What do you need to wake up so early? How I know? What do you mean? How I know? Okay, 7. So late I mean, if your flight is at 7 why are you waking up at 5? You should be at the airport by 6 something. So you should wake up like 4. Right? Okay, so B. What is the effect of geo disaster? Destruction of property. Okay, kemusnahan harta benda. You have loss of lives. Okay, maut. Okay, 2 device to predict geo disaster. You have your landslide detector. You have your tsunami detector. Write it yourself tsunami detector and landslide detector. Okay, Pengesan Tanah Runtuh, Pengesan tsunami. Okay. So anyway guys, I think I'm almost there. Yeah, we are almost there. Okay, so for your week 3 class, right? If you are coming to my week 3 class, I will finish the rest of it, right? The other half of it. So we are well ahead of schedule, I guess. Okay, so anyway, so if you guys have not, okay, any of you guys, you join later Mandarin class, can you join? Yeah, sure. Okay, so guys, do you have any question? If there's no question, then I will see you again for week 3 class. Okay, so happy Sunday to you all. Have a good day ahead. I will see you soon. Right, so take care. See you. Bye bye.